Welcome back to Scale Auto Guys Workbench. Today, part 2 of the International Transtar 4300. When we left off, we had just the frame and the suspension together, and we just got out of the paint booth from putting the primer on everything, and so we're all ready to go to finish this up. Hopefully we can get it all done in this part and I don't have to have a part 3, but sometimes YouTube doesn't allow me to upload really long videos as of yet because I'm still a young channel. But please bear with me with that because it's kind of out of my hands. So let's get started on getting this cab put together. I haven't quite picked out a color yet, so I'm working on that, and well, get the rest of it put together at least, and in the meantime I'll think about the color for the cab, and we'll go from there. So let's get started. Okay guys, I'm kind of test fitting some of these parts back here to make sure that they line up the way I want them to line up before I attach them. Speaking of attaching, it's fine to pre-paint like your frames and all these other parts, but when you go to glue other parts to that, you got to make sure that you clean off the paint where it's going to be attached. It doesn't have to be totally clean. It's just, you know, you got to have a portion of it clean, and that's what I like my number 10 blade for. It's just to kind of clean up these kind of areas. It's an old blade. It's dull, but it's good for scraping, and that's basically all I'm doing here. Now you can use sandpaper, a sanding stick, whatever you want to use, as long as it works. And then, you know, you attach, you put your glue on and you attach to your part. Like I said, the glue is not going to penetrate that paint, so you need to remove the paint prior to attaching the parts. You can always, if you remove too much, you can always go back in with a brush and touch it up. But if you try to glue two painted parts together or two chrome parts together without cleaning that chrome off or the paint off, the part is not going to stick. Now most of you guys out there know this from experience. I'm kind of addressing the guys that are new to the hobby that are not aware of this fact, so, you know, maybe to help them out, and not trying to belittle anybody, but if you don't know, you don't know. All right, well, let's get back into the building of this, and hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, I did a little bit of work off camera just to kind of speed things up. Right now we are on step 14 of the direction sheet, and I got the battery box pretty much ready to go on the truck. I do have to touch up the paint on the batteries, and I need to kind of accentuate the caps and connectors and stuff on the top, but those are both going to go like that inside the battery box. The cover is going to go on that, something like this. And wait, maybe I'm gonna have to turn those. I don't think they go in that way. They are not exactly square, they're a little bit, yeah, basically, come on now. When I test fitted this earlier, it worked fine. Okay, so it'll basically look like this. Let me push that out there so you can see it. It's going to be basically like this with the two batteries inside, and that mounts over top of these tanks here in this location. You can't see it because of my hand, I'm sorry. Basically in this location here. I did manage to get this mud flap, mud guard put on. I got the fifth wheel plate put on. I'm debating on whether or not leaving that chrome or painting it. It kind of looks good chrome, but also at the same time, realistically, they're never chrome. But then again, this is just a model truck, so I'm just gonna build it the way I want to. So with that being said, we still have to, you can see in the background there, I still have primered parts. I haven't exactly decided on what color I'm going to go with on the cab and the sleeper. I'm thinking about maybe testing out this paint here. It is like a, well, it's a gloss, but I'm thinking it's a, if I read correctly, it's an acrylic. I saw this over at the Walmart and decided I would grab a can and give it a try. So maybe I'll go with this on this truck. I'm not sure yet. If not, I've got a whole bunch of other different colors that I can try, and maybe I'll go with that. I haven't decided yet. When I get to that point, you know, it'll jump at me what color I want to go with. I could even go with like a champagne gold, which would be more in line with the box art, or I could go with a yellow. I can go with a color shift paint. I have plenty of those. We'll see. So let's continue on with this build. Like I said, we're at step 14 in the direction sheet, and so there's plenty left to do, and let's get on with it. Okay fellas, in the interest of keeping this video short, I've went ahead and attached the fuel tanks. As you can see, I have them clipped on here to hold them in place until the glue's set, and I'm going to go ahead and take those clips off now. This will be it for part 2 of this build. Come here. It looks like I'm going to have to do a part 3 and maybe possibly a part 4 by the time I'm all said and done here with this. I'm not going to glue this cover on. I'm just going to leave this off because I want to display my batteries, but I need to go in there and touch up the paint a little bit. But there we go. There it is with the tanks, everything attached. That brings us up to, let's see, what step are we on now? 16. The next step involves assembling the cab and sleeper and getting the paint laid down on that and everything else. As far as the chassis goes, this is pretty much completed. We have to go and do the, like I said, the cab and sleeper and the interior. So that'll be coming up in part 3 of the International Transtar 4300 build. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can like and share it. That'd be great. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I have a lot more videos coming. As of this date, I have over 200 kits to build, and I still keep buying more and more. So yes, please stay tuned. Thanks for watching Scale Out a Guy's Workbench. I'll catch you in part 3. Have a good one.